Hello?
Hi, Annie.
Billy Ray?
It's be all right. Guess what? I'm coming home to see you and our little baby.
For God's sakes, Billy, don't do this. I'm begging you.
Don't do what? Come home to my wife and family.
It's not your family, Billy. She's not your child. She's Frank's.
You don't mean that, Annie. Her being my little girl's the only thing keeping her alive when I get there to take care of Frank. I want you to think about that between now and the time my plane lands. My darling.
He's on an airplane right now.
Maybe he's just trying to frighten us. Maybe after all this time...
He's coming to kill you, Frank. And if I don't go back to him, he'll kill me and the baby, too. And there's nothing you or anyone can do about it.
What's with you and this guy?
He smiled, I smiled back.
You don't go around smiling at people. They get the wrong idea.
Charlie, it's very unappealing when you get so possessive. I mean, it's not like we're married, but if you want to talk about marriage...
I don't want to talk about it. Now, this is supposed to be a time when we don't have to deal with things.
By things, you mean us?
Look, you can see Honolulu.
Is Daddy down there?
Oh, he's down there.
Where?
Well, I mean, we can't see him yet. We're still too high up. But we'll see him very soon.
I just wanted to tell you we'll be landing in a few minutes. We'll be arriving soon.
Are we still staying at the Kahala, Charlie?
Stop that. You don't think I don't know what you're doing?
Just a question. I mean, you're too paranoid to put the right name on the tourist form. Like maybe the FBI is tracking us.
Karen is a lot more resourceful than the FBI.
Sir, we're going to be landing soon. Sir? Mr. Vashami? We have a deceased passenger, and I don't think it's a heart attack.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Well, here's to Hawaii's distinguished and beautiful new medical examiner.
Thank you, Mac. Now, on to the reason why I invited you out.
Hold, please. As a homicide cop known for his amazing powers of deductive reasoning, there can be only two reasons. Would you care to indulge me?
Oh, I'd be thrilled.
That when we met several months ago solving those homicides, you fell desperately in love with me. I'm glad you feel the same way I do. You're not my type either.
Thank God.
Why not?
It's not important. The obvious reason for this dinner is that it is a bio.
A bio.
fly off. In order for a woman to succeed as a medical examiner in a city like Honolulu, she has to own someone in homicide. I just never figured it would be me.
Mac. Despite your very rough edges, you are a pretty good cop.
What do you mean by rough edges?
Not important.
It's me.
It's me. Holliday.
Wolf. Yeah, Dave, what do you got?
Sorry to bother you at dinner, Doctor, but I just got a call you may want to handle personally. What is it, Nui? Well, to hear the flight crew of 411 describe it, they've got the plague.
Airport?
Right.
Where's the deceased?
In the upstairs lounge.
Hello?
No, we were overbooked in coach. We got a half dozen people in there.
Get them off.
Procedure says that we hold everyone until the deceased is removed.
Honey, I got an equipment problem on 327 LA. I need this plane turned around within the hour. Plane to lounge passengers, then first class, then coach. I'll take responsibility.
Doc, this is the gate right here, I'm pretty sure.
Mac, stop these people.
What?
Stop them!
Oh, okay, folks.
Get them back on the plane.
Folks, Doc, it's official police business, folks. Can we get back on the flight?
What the hell is going on up there? Why aren't these people moving?
I stopped them. No one is to disembark until the deceased has been removed. You know that.
We didn't know we had a fatality on board until we were already in the boarding process.
Show me. This way.
It's gonna be all right.
Who's the last member of the crew to attend this man?
I was. His name was Pastrana.
Did you come in any physical contact with him?
I helped him up to the lounge. He was hot. Very hot.
Doctor, I have 300 passengers waiting to get off this plane and another 300 waiting to get on. I can't hold up the world because one man happens to die of the flu.
I think it was the flu, Mr. Taylor. And not one of your passengers is leaving this plane.
No, wait a minute. Wait, just 1 minute. Doctor, we need to talk about this.
Captain, how many passengers left the aircraft before I sealed it off?
Maybe 40.
Okay, stop the luggage carousel, block all the exits. Have the security guards check every single boarding pass. No one from Flight 411 can leave here.
Doctor, people do die on airplanes and we have standard procedures, so unless you're telling me this man had bubonic plague or something.
Mr. Taylor, he did not have bubonic plague. I'm right, it's much more serious than that.
Doc, I only rounded up about 20 of them. That's the best I could do. I mean, what is going on here? I don't know how long we can hold it.
Mac, I'll be back in 45 minutes or so. Keep everybody aboard.
Aboard the plane?
Will all arriving passengers from Flight 411 please go to the Airport Administration Office? Will all arriving passengers from Flight 411 please go to the Airport Administration Office?
Nui, I want you to call the Center for Disease Control in Atlanta. Tell them we've had an outbreak of acute meningitis aboard an aircraft that just arrived. Find out if they've had any other cases. Where will you be? Rounding up all the anti-serum I can find. And praying.
There were 2 of them. Now, ages approximately?
7 and 9.
And they were unassisted.
No mother.
Mac, how'd you do?
Only 6 passengers slipped through our net, Doc, but the rest are screaming like stuck pigs. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell these people.
Just tell them no one's deplaning until all of them get a shot. We're going to start with the crew. Mary Jo, you're first.
Suzanne's...
6 people. A soldier, a woman with 2 children, and a couple walked off that plane unprotected. Now, if we can isolate those 3 parties and anyone they've come in contact with for the last 12 hours, we still may be able to avoid the public panic a press frenzy might create.
No, I disagree. We have an obligation to warn the people of the dangers that...
If we could count on the media handling this delicately, I would agree with you, Doctor. But we all know what's more likely to happen. And frightened tourists are not going to come running to us to stick needles in them. They're going to scramble for the airport, and they will spread this bacteria to every corner of the world virtually overnight.
Dr. Holliday, just what do you propose?
I need the full support of Dr. Chin's Department of Health and the police department for the next 24 hours. Our only hope is to move as fast as we can. The passengers aboard Flight 411 who were exposed to acute meningitis may now be entering into the early symptoms phase. They'll be experiencing headache and fever, sore throat. As time goes by, they'll be experiencing nausea, photophobia, which is an extreme sensitivity to light, confusion, dizziness, and then, of course, if it's left untreated, unconsciousness, and ultimately death.
And if we fail to find these 6 people, the number of victims is going to multiply until it starts including our own neighbors and our own families. So let's get to work, please. Kona.
Of the 6 passengers on Flight 411, Mrs. Randall and her 2 daughters should be our easiest targets, all right? According to the airline, Mrs. Randall bought her ticket with a military PO number.
All right, we're checking all the military bases for a Randall. His wife's name is Heather. They have 2 daughters, Becky and Charlene.
Make a wish, Daddy, make a wish. You have to blow them all out.
Got it.
Yay!
She wants to get the ice cream.
We get it!
Honey, are you feeling all right?
No, actually I'm not.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure. It started out as a slight headache. I'm not sure if I'm up to a day of voting.
Okay, looks like it'll be a father-daughter's outing. Next 2 passengers on the list, Kaufman and Banks, appear to be traveling together.
Whoa. Hold on a second. Nui, you have that slip, sweetheart? Their tourist slips indicate 2 different hotels, neither of which have either one of them registered.
Well, you see, that's a familiar pattern. That's all right. How were their tickets paid for?
Mr. Banks' ticket was paid for out of a Chicago travel agency. I've got to call into them now.
This is it. Bikini time. Last one on the beach.
If you don't mind, Charlie, I'd like to go back to bed.
Now, why didn't I suggest that?
No. I mean to sleep. The sun seems so bright, it's giving me a terrible headache.
Now you're sounding just like Karen.
Charlie.
Sorry, I didn't mean that. Sure, go lie down. Hello.
Mr. Banks? We just got a call from the police department.
What?
They're looking for you.
What are you talking about, Vera? What would the police want with me?
Apparently, someone had some kind of flu virus on your flight, and they're inoculating passengers. They seem to think you were traveling with some woman.
Vera, this is a bad joke. What woman would I be traveling with? And what would the police have to do with the flu?
It did sound kind of odd, but it seemed to upset your wife.
Karen? How did she...
She called in from the airport while they were on the line. I thought maybe she was the one that was with you.
Wait a minute. Called in from what airport?
San Francisco. I guess she's on her way to surprise you.
This is a wonderful surprise. I'll let you know if I get the flu. Bye.
Yeah, all right, look, hey, we've got to get to this mystery passenger. Now, Kona, what do you have on this B.R. Harding?
His ticket was booked by phone, paid for in cash at the San Francisco airport. There's also no B.R. Harding in the San Francisco or Honolulu phone books. Also, the crew said he kept to himself.
Maybe not completely to himself. A baggage agent in the restricted area of the airport was attacked by a man matching B.R. Harding's description.
It's time to fight back.
Frank, he was trained to kill. How long do you think you would last if you tried to stand up to him? Where are you going?
To get a gun.
Frank, you don't know the first thing about guns. You can't try to be like him.
Well, this is hardly the Kahala, Charlie.
This is 10 times better than a hotel.
Yeah, like I came to Hawaii to cook. I hope you didn't forget the aspirin.
Get out of those clothes. Let's get a little color on those legs.
Don't, Charlie, I'm cold.
Because you're inside. It's 80 degrees and sunny out there.
I know, but I have the chills. You go get some sun.
Actually, I've got to go back to the hotel.
Why?
We've got a little problem.
What problem?
Karen is on her way here to Honolulu.
I knew it. I'm being punished.
It'll work out fine. She'll barge in on me at the hotel, expecting the worst, and I'll look innocent and outraged and storm out here and spend the rest of the week with you.
You're leaving me until she gets here?
I'll be back before you know it. Meantime, this is your own house on the beach in paradise.
It's a falling down shack with no shops, no room service. And to top it all, I'm sick, Charlie.
I'll be back.
Charles Banks used his credit card to register at the Kala. There's no mention of a woman traveling with him. If we find him, chances are we'll find her.
We have to hurry, Mac. In a big hotel like that, they could contaminate a lot of people.
Yeah, all right. I'll follow you, okay?
All right.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, not now, Rebecca. I can't.
Hey, listen, tell me about Flight 411.
411?
Oh, don't play dumb. It's not in your nature. I had a friend on that flight last night, and he told me that they took off a dead body and then spent half the night with the place swarming with police and medical people. What happened?
All right, look, I'm going to trust you with some information here, all right? But this is against my better judgment. It's an exclusive, but you got to keep a lid on it for 24 hours, okay?
If I believe you.
A passenger died on Flight 411 of food poisoning. Probably something he ate before he got on the plane. Now, just to be sure, we gave everybody on board a botulism antitoxin.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So what's the excitement?
Well, the airline could sue the skirt off of you if you printed the wrong information, don't you see?
Just don't try to be more devious than me, Mac, okay?
I would never try to be more devious than you. You're the champ. You are the one. Thank you, sir. Mr. Banks, I'm Lieutenant Wolfe, Honolulu PD. We understand you came to town on Flight 411.
That's right.
I'm with the medical examiner's office. A man died aboard your flight, Mr. Banks, of a highly contagious bacterial infection. I need to give you a precautionary vaccination.
I guess there's no reason not to cooperate.
Perhaps we can go to your room so you feel more comfortable.
My room?
If you don't mind.
Don't seem to have any symptoms.
Well, I take pretty good care of myself.
You may be carrying the meningococcus organism in your nasal pharynx.
I don't think
It's possible for you to be a carrier without actually contracting this disease.
Which means you could contaminate someone unknowingly. We understand that you were traveling with a young woman on the plane.
I was seated next to a young woman, but I never met her before. I did talk to her about having a drink in Honolulu, but she said she was going on to meet some girlfriends on an outer island.
Do you know what island?
Yeah, they all sounded like to me.
Well, it's too bad Miss Kaufman didn't take you up on your offer.
And why is that?
Mr. Banks, we're just trying to save lives here. This disease can kill people in 6 to 10 hours. Roll up your sleeve.
Did your office tell you we were trying to get in touch with you?
They did say you called about some flu kind of thing.
I hope they made it clear that obstructing our efforts to locate Miss Kaufman could have severe legal consequences.
Like I said, I'm alone.
This might hurt a little. What a sleazeball. If Miss Kaufman was going to another island, she would have had a through ticket. Her ticket terminated in Honolulu.
Good point. It's me. Yeah, Dave, what do you got?
You got to get over to the airport right away. Mystery man at seat 5F.
What about him?
He didn't claim his luggage.
All right, I'm on my way. I'll call you later.
What else, Nui? We just got an address in Heather Randall and her 2 daughters. I'll pick you up.
Excuse me, I'm Rebecca Dunn with the Honolulu Advocate. I would just like to talk to you about the situation.
Oh, my God. You know, this is getting entirely out of hand. Just go away.
You were on Flight 411, weren't you?
Yes, but I was not with any young woman. And I've already gotten my shot, so I can no longer spread the disease.
Yeah, we've already dusted for fingerprints.
Wow. It's a serious weapon. Serious amount of use.
That's a Desert Eagle. It's a favorite of guys in the Special Forces. You know the ones that went in first in the Gulf War.
Yeah, tough customers. Any ID on the passenger?
Well, the ID tag corresponds with the passenger we're after, Harding. But his dog tag says his real name is Billy Ray Towler.
Wow. Probably got spooked when he realized the carousels were stopped and all the doors were blocked by cops. Probably assumed that they had spot-checked the luggage and they were waiting for him to come and claim it.
Well, I'll open up our hotline to check for all possible gun outlets.
Good idea. This guy would probably want to replace these. Good job, brother.
Randall, you were on flight 411 last night coming to Honolulu? Oh, Randall. Nui, find these girls. If she's in this kind of shape, these kids are in trouble. Come on, Miss Randall. Let's go to the couch.
From Lifetime's...
Anything I can help you with?
Yeah, I was interested in buying a gun.
Target shooting or hunting?
Hunting.
Okay, I'll get an application form for you to fill out.
Application form?
Well, there's a short waiting period.
Oh, what about rifles and shotguns?
All the same in Hawaii. You know, wait a minute. I have a friend who has a private collection. He might be willing to part with a piece or two. Let me get his phone number for you. I'll be right back. I think I may have your man.
All right, stall him. We'll get somebody right over.
We're going to find them, Mrs. Randall. Do you have any idea where your husband took them?
Fishing.
Looks like a good spot.
Daddy, can I take this off now? I'm feeling really hot.
No, honey. You gotta keep that on, okay? I got some soda in here. I bet that'll cool you right off.
Yeah, some red vine. I want some red vine.
Yeah, some red vine. Here you go. Okay. Let's go fishing.
Meningococcus. How the hell should I know? I can't even say it. All I know, Bert, is that it's got all the badges in this city scared to death, and we're the only people on the store.
Charlie! Hi. Gee, do I detect a little lack of enthusiasm in my surprise? Where were you going, Charlie? And with whom?
Look, I was just going to run out to look at that beach property for the restaurant client. Why don't you run up to my room and get settled?
You mean you don't mind if I go up to the room?
Why should I, darling? Chin up, sun. And I'll be back in about 2 hours.
I gotta go.
This is a .357 Magnum. It's got a 6-inch stainless steel barrel.
Is this the man who inquired about the guns?
Yes, officer.
What is this about?
May I see some ID, please?
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Walker, did you arrive in Hawaii in the last 24 hours?
No, I live here with my wife and my little girl. Is there some kind of problem?
Yes, but I'm afraid you're not going to be able to help us with it.
Oh.
Mr. Walker, is there some problem?
No, nothing.
Why would you need a gun, Mr. Walker?
I like to hunt.
We were informed that you were looking at handguns, rifles, shotguns.
That doesn't sound like hunting to me. Sounds more like protection.
Hey, maybe we can help.
There's nothing you can do.
Try us, Mr. Walker. We're here for you.
Why? The police always say the same thing. There's nothing they can do till he tries to kill us. And it'll be too late.
We've identified our mystery passenger. He's Billy Ray Towler, a special forces soldier. He may be here to find his ex-wife and her new family. I'm on my way there now.
You wait for backup, Mac.
No, I don't need backup, Dave. Billy Ray left his weapons at the airport.
No, he didn't. An airport security guard was just found dead in his garage. He got off work last night about the same time Billy Ray slipped through her net.
Oh, let me guess. The security guard's weapons missing.
He owned a gun collection, Mac. The whole thing's missing along with his vehicle. Now, you stay back until support gets there. What was that address?
Wendy, I've got some bad news. Where are you? Wendy? Oh, God. Wendy? Wendy, are you all... I'm sorry, Wendy. I'd have been here if I'd known.
Hello?
Hello, Annie. I've come for you.
Why do you want to hurt me?
I just want you back, you and the little baby. Now, would you do that for me, Annie? Would you come back to me to save Frank?
Even if I don't love you?
You do love me. He talked you out of it while I was off fighting for my country. Now, that makes him the bad guy in all this, doesn't it?
I don't know, Billy. I just know that I can't live like this.
You don't have to. We can go back the way you were. Before he filled your head with all this deceit.
How do I know you'll keep your word?
Could your life be any worse than it has been? Come with me, Annie. Come with me now. Walk out of the house, and you and Frank and the baby will be all right.
Holliday.
You're in big trouble, Dr. Holliday. Keeping something like this from the public.
Who is this?
Rebecca Dunn. I'm at a beach house where a young woman by the name of Wendy Kaufman looks like something out of Tales from the Crypt. Care to comment?
Rebecca? Rebecca, don't touch anything. Just tell me where you are and stay there. I'll explain everything when I see you, I promise.
427 Sunset Beach, but I already know what's going on, Doctor. And by the time you get here, I'll already be at my word processor.
Rebecca, look, please, just give me a chance to explain, okay?
Annie? Annie?
Oh, God.
You got him. They're both dead.
Hello. I want to spend a moment talking to you.
Frank, this note says she was going with him of her own free will.
She was scared to death of him. She wouldn't go with him without a gun to her head.
Frank, I know you want to believe that, but...
You're just like every other cop we turn to. You won't do anything till somebody dies.
Yeah, hold the traffic.
Max?
Yeah, Wolf.
You've got to get a hold of Rebecca.
Please, Doc, one plague at a time.
Max, she's got the story and she's going to use it. And she may very well be contaminated.
Well, that I always knew.
Mac, I'm serious. You've got to find her and stop her, and I mean by any means necessary.
Oh, now you're talking my language, Doc.
Everything in this beach house looks sanitized. Me down to missing pictures in the wallet and an empty camera. I could prove that that creep left here knowing there's nothing that ties her to Banks. She may have missed one possibility. Receipt from a 1-hour photo service. Dated today.
Daddy, my head hurts. I want to go home. No, I need to catch a fish.
Look, honey, we'll just stay out a little while longer, okay? Give Charlene a chance to catch a fish.
Can I go in the water? I'm hot.
No, Princess, not here. Let me give you a little ice, okay? That'll make you feel better.
Can't go public on this yet, Beck. We've almost got this thing contained.
People are dying, Mac. You call that contained?
Look, it won't spread if we keep a lid on this for a few more hours. Now, just work with me and I'll tell you the whole story, okay?
Yeah, I believe you this time, right? Because I know everything I already need to know.
Do you know about the war hero who killed the security guard at the airport and is now stalking his ex-wife and family?
Okay, I've got 1 hour to my deadline. Where do I meet you?
321 Bonita. Wait. Conan, there's a call coming in. Patch it through to myself.
You got it.
Hello.
Hello, Frank.
What have you done to my family?
Well, they're my family now, Frank. Annie just wanted to say goodbye. I thought you'd want to know how that feels.
Billy, don't do this. Take me if you want to get even, but leave them alone.
Well, it's odd, but you should mention that, Frank. I was wondering if you're man enough to take them back from me.
Name the time and place.
It's very brave, Frank. Remembering what I do for a living.
I didn't say it would be a fair fight. I just said I'd be there.
Are you saying I'm the one who's unfair? You skulking around stealing a soldier's woman while he's out fighting a war.
Don't come, Frank. He's gonna end.
Just follow the signs, starting at the top of the telephone booth by the ranger station. And Frank, if I see or even smell the police, you'll never see Annie or the baby again.
That's right, you did good, Frank. Now we know where he is and we can move in and save your family.
He said he killed him if I brought in the police.
They always say that, Frank. What's the alternative? Give me the command post.
This is the final boarding call for Flight 811 to San
Mr. Banks.
All passengers should be at
This is Captain Herzog, Honolulu Police Department.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come with us.
What exactly is this about, Shirley? I thought you said the phone call from the police was a mistake.
Oh, there's no mistake. The woman you brought to Hawaii died, Mr. Banks. And I have every reason to believe you knew she was sick and that you could have told us where she was so we could provide treatment.
You did have a woman with you.
This is a complete fabrication. There's no way on earth I was here with anyone or have any idea who you're talking about.
Really?
You're under arrest, Mr. Banks. The charge is involuntary manslaughter. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
You feel a little hot, honey. We should get you home.
Daddy! I caught a fish! I caught a fish!
That's great, honey. Come on, reel it in.
Feels like a big
Reel
one!
it in.
It's heavy, Daddy! Help
Great,
me!
honey. Come on, reel it in. That's it. Keep it steady. Keep it. Becky! Becky, no! Becky! Becky!
Daddy!
You okay? You okay, honey?
Daddy! Daddy! Daddy!
Have it. Ready, 1, 2, 3.
Daddy!
Hold on, okay? Hold on. Can you go a little more? How you doing, huh? It's okay. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Gonna have to turn around soon. Low on fuel.
Becky isn't saying anything.
She's gonna be fine, Effie. Okay? She's gonna be just fine.
You told me.
I promise she's gonna be fine. Now, hold on to the boat, okay? Hold on, they're gonna find us.
Matt, what happened? You okay?
Yeah. Oh, Frankie boy had some plans of his own. Hey, Becky, you were with Wendy Kaufman's body at the house, right?
Yes. It was horrible.
Yeah, I would imagine. You know, I think I got a story for you. If you really want to pay attention to it.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. You're not going to wait around to be inoculated, so I just got to have you here until somebody comes over to inoculate you, okay?
This was a really dirty trick.
For your own good.
Come on, Matt.
A boat of that size doesn't have very much range. They probably just pulled over to Rabbit Island to have a picnic.
It's coming. You better keep that kid quiet. I got some work to do.
I don't see any boats anywhere. Oh, God, Captain, is that a boat? Then she's in the last stages. We've got to get her up fast.
I'm lowering the net. One of you will have to accompany her to shore.
We've got him, Captain. If you know a shortcut, I'll owe you a tall one.
Damn bright for this time of day. I should have waited until after dark.
Really made me angry back there, Frank.
You love me, all right. It's a sick kind of love.
I am sick. Never been this sick before. I don't know what it is.
You're a coward is what it is. All this talk about Frank sitting out the war, and you're afraid of him!
Shut up! Hold it! Is she gonna make it?
beauty of the islands. We don't want to spoil their little dream by telling them what almost happened.
From the lady, to thank you for saving her life.
Why aren't you drinking?
A drink from her? Doc, I'd rather take my chances giving mouth-to-mouth with that dead guy in Flight 401.
I could arrange that.
I'm sure you could. Hey, Doc, is it hot in here for you?
You do look a little flushed.
Do I?
Oh, Mac. You did get your inoculation, didn't you?
Well, I was going to.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, I hate to end such a lovely evening on such a repulsive note.
What are you talking about, Doc?
I'm going to have to take you somewhere and ask you to drop your pants.
Oh, no. No, not this cowboy.
Coming up, Judge Stone is a pretty funny guy, right? We all like to laugh at him, but just for tonight, a heartwarming story about the judge that'll bring tears to your eyes. John Larroquette and Harry Anderson hold court on Night Court, next, only on Lifetime.
Now cross the sea. Now come with me.